Glad to have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team of the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Mississippi State's offense will get the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, and coming from the slot receiver, they get the completion.
Gets it out quickly. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Ingram. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He gets the job done. Picking up the first down, then getting down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Ingram. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on first down. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you love to to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Memphis Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, better look out. Gets the first himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Sheriff. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Makes the grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well give it to him again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just a short pass to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Ingram. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The give on the counter. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Lost to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on third. Finds the tight end. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis will be forced to punt, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
To the air on first down. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog.
How about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
First down. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Looking to throw on first down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Trying play action. He spins that thing down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. To throw again. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
First down. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now he's going to break the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That's a first down on the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Jordan.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. He got the pick, but you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Just enough time to get off one more snap. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Memphis picking up the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and goal.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's a heat. Look out, he's got room. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes a handoff. It's Ingram. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try throwing vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Offense in the hurry up.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Memphis wants to move quickly.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. Second and long coming up. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Fires to the big fella.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the shuffle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there.
That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This 2nd half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Quickly completes. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Running into the open space. Running through contact. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Give to the single back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. So now it's 2nd and long. completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ingram. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Makes it tough to the hand. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He now has 62 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the RPO, complete. The Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is second and 14. Using the quick game. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mississippi State! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Ingram. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. The RPO fire complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. The give. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a pass to Marker. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going with the counter play here. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He leaves it with his back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Lofts one high and deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception, now to pay it off. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Lost a pass, and he's got to make a play. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Makes the grab. Offense uses the timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Mississippi State starts overtime with a first and 10. The give to the back. Touchdown, Bulldog! They jump on top here in OT. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Snapped it in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal. Desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home. And the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
4th and goal, and this is the ball game. Looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win in the end moving forward when the game's